Hi, I'm Chris Smith with Delta Media Group and Real Estate Marketing and Technology Magazine. Today, I'm talking with broker David MacIntyre of Arizona Best Real Estate. David, thanks for taking some time to sit down and talk with me today.
That's fine. Love to talk to you.
So let's start at the beginning. How did Arizona Best get started and what's the history behind it?
This started in 1987. I acquired this from a savings and loan, and I picked up 4 locations, 115 agents, and about 400 listings. And we started out because the savings and loan was closing down. We started out with no desk, no chairs, no phones, no office. We worked out of 2 motels and places like that as we scraped together and got all of our furniture up and running. And we've been running this way since 1987, or about 35 years.
So as an independent family-owned firm, how do you compete with large franchises in your area? And in what ways do you see this as an advantage?
Well, I ran a very large firm. I had, for a major competitor, I had 30 offices in this area, 600 agents, lots of stuff. The way we compete is quality over quantity. So what I heard is that volume is vanity and profitability or productivity is profitability. So what we are is with 90 agents, active agents, it was reported that our 90 agents sold 901 properties, average price 720,000, and it gave us a substantial amount of income. So that means each agent sold about 10 homes. And I'm considered one of the agents. I didn't sell any, but so that it's the skewed, the numbers are a little skewed, but we have very productive agents and we're very selective of who we hire. But I found out that we can compete with the biggest firms out there. The advantage I have in this market is my degree is in real estate. I majored in real estate. I decided to go into residential real estate rather than commercial. I've run several smaller firms and larger firms. I was director of education in the state real estate department, and I pretty well took most every course there was. But consistently, we're at the top of the market in any area that we're in.
So aside from assisting with buying and selling, you also have an award-winning relocation department. Can you tell me more about that service and what you do within that department?
Yeah, I met the head of that part when she was 4 years old, my stepdaughter, and she started in. But Allison Rabarchek, what we do is I pay for her to go to all the seminars, all the courses, all the classes, all the conventions. I had agents go to Shanghai, China. I had them go to Dubai. Allison just got back from Portugal. So we're in just about every kind of event you could be in. And what happens is that relationship works out and we assign those clients to our very best agents, our top 40 agents. And so as a result, about 25% of our income comes from just relocation alone.
Well, David, you're in such a beautiful, sought-after area. It makes sense that you've got a lot of luxury listings and offer luxury services. Can you talk more about the luxury department and what it's like selling that luxury in Arizona?
Well, we didn't really have luxury for the longest while. We had nice homes at lower prices, but only recently did we get over, I would say we're at about 10,000 homes over $1 million at this time. They were last year, it was around 6,000, year before around 4,000. So the $1 million market doesn't start for me until about $1 million. But as a result of that, we have been in who's who in luxury homes for about 15 years. We've been in luxury portfolio since it started about 10 years. And we're part of the Arizona residential architects that designed most of these homes for about 10 years. So we're in all the groups where the luxury homes are. I live in Paradise Valley. A lot of our agents live in luxury homes, but the luxury market in Arizona didn't start. But I tell you, when the prices skyrocketed, one of our agents purchased a home for $1,050,000 2.5 years ago. It just appraised at 1.9 million. And so that's in a 3 years. So the people came from New York and Connecticut and Chicago and San Francisco and LA. They're moving into Arizona because they like the climate and they like the low taxes.
Now you have over 100 agents among 6 different offices. How do you provide training and support for all the agents?
Uh, the one advantage I had as director of education of state real estate department, I approved all the courses in the state. I set up the courses in the junior colleges and things. So that's the bulk of my experience. But what I did with it is I set it up. I used some of the best people there are. I first used, I would say, Joe Stump, and Joe Stump does by referral only. And I had agents go to 10 or 11 of his seminars. I paid for them to fly into the San Francisco area, into Los Angeles. We flew into San Diego for seminars, plus we had several here. And what happened is the agents, in like about a 3-day period, they built a rapport and a camaraderie. And then they had this group that they're all selling homes, and they got very, very active. Since that time, we changed to working with the group. It's Larry Kendall's firm, and he does the ninja courses on that. And I sent 10 people to about 2 at a time to Colorado, and all of them made over a 6-figure income the first year back in real estate. Earlier this, well, I would say it was November 30th last year, I put on a seminar here for 56 agents. And the way I got them to go is I give them $1,000 if they sign up to go. The seminar costs $600, and then we gave them breakfast, lunch, dinner, and cocktails, and for 4 days at a hotel. They enjoyed that, and they all did well, and they all learned about how to sell properties.
That's fantastic. So let's go back even further beyond that. What do you look for when hiring a new agent at Arizona Best?
It's more of a quality. At the firm I was with, we had 600 agents. I had a school. I had hiring for the 30 offices. We hired 50 people a month, or 600 a year. And after 3 years hiring 1,800 agents, we were the same size. It's because the agents come and go. So we're real picky and choosy on who comes into the company. And it's a more of a lengthy interview process, things like that. I think that what we look for is very good people that would be more professional than anything else. And as a result, we ended up with a very good professional group of people. It's a process where instead of trying to hire 50 people a year or 50 people a month, we might hire 1 or 2 a month. But it's just, we just kind of hand pick them. We could be as big as we want to be. But like I said, I'd rather have the quality of people selling 10 to 15 homes each, rather than a whole lot of people just sitting here.
David, what were some of the key factors in your decision to work with Delta Media Group over other technology providers that are out there?
We looked at a lot of areas, and we chose Delta Media after maybe 5 or 6 years, because there's lots of people out in the marketplace. However, they didn't have what we wanted. And lately I had somebody come in, no, you have to go to this new system. It's all there. It's one of your competitors. And they have this, they have all these different kinds of things. They can have grab and go period. They have this, they have that. And I go, well, let's take a look at what Delta Media has. And when we looked, Delta Media had every single thing and then more. We just didn't know where to look. Now, that's April's fault. April, you want to stick your head over here and tell them?
Yeah, so we've been training our agents more on where to find a lot of the marketing materials and stuff. So we just, so it's been really great for the agents. We provide for them the CRM and then of course the brochures if they want to do open houses or if they have a listing. Those are probably the main things that we use right now.
So would you say that the relationship and the tools and resources we provided have actually benefited you in growing Arizona Best?
We did bring in from leading real estate companies of the world. We did bring in a luxury portfolio group. We had them come in and we had a cocktail party for 60 people at Hangar One on Scottsdale Airport. And then we had a day seminar at the Hyatt Hotel. And we brought in all the things on selling luxury homes. So we really spend a lot of money and time and investment on education, but it's really education with cocktails.
David, the theme for this issue of Real Estate Marketing and Technology magazine is keeping business booming during winter, the slowest time of year for real estate. Being in a unique climate that's warm for most of the year, how do the seasons affect your business, and what are some of the ways you're continuing to grow even throughout the slower and more uncertain times?
If you build your business, there is no slow time. You have we're a little unique. We don't advertise in the newspapers. We don't really do a lot of magazine advertising. The bulk of our business is relationships that we built over the years, and it's maintaining, the agent maintains relationships with the clients. We provide all the support for the clients. We pay for everything for the agents so that they have everything they need provided at no cost to them, and they make more money here than they do anyplace else. So they like the culture, they like the help, but our best thing that we have is when we work with somebody that knows us or refers us, our close ratio is about 8 out of 10 people we can close. And so instead of mass advertising or mass everything else, what we do is we have a relationship-based, a referral-based company. So we're more of a referral relocation company than a traditional real estate company.
Well, 2023 is just around the corner. What are some of the goals for Arizona Best, and how do you plan to achieve those?
Well, what we did in 2019, I sat down and I said that I thought that with the training we added, that we could double the number of transactions and quadruple our profit for the company. And what happened, and I thought we could do it in 3 to 5 years. Because the prices shut up, we doubled the money and quadrupled our profit, but our transactions aren't up. So right now we're working more on how do we get more transactions and more sites closed. As we go into this next market, most areas may be down or low, but like you said, Arizona is just like Florida and Tennessee and Texas. Arizona is another state that people are moving into, and especially from the California area. So we have plenty of people moving in and plenty of activity. I don't know that we're going to have enough houses.
So are there any other exciting new plans or initiatives going on at Arizona Best that we haven't talked about you want to share with us?
The next thing we'll do is we'll go back, we'll add teams. And there are 28 little cities around this area. We will probably add 28 teams of agents, between like 5 and 10 agents. And I wanted to make sure that we had everything that we could provide for an agent or a small group of agents, whereby we provide all the technology, all the legal, all the accounting, all the expenses, all the materials, all the marketing. We give them everything. And then they can go out and have their own team in 28 small communities. So it's not a community where I could put in a 5 or 10,000 square foot building, but it's big enough that maybe 10 agents could all make a 6-figure income. So our next thing is to go more into relationships and out into that area. We've had our best success that way.
Well, with that, David, I want to thank you for your time, and of course, let you know that we at Delta wish you nothing but the best as we move forward into the new year.
Well, Delta Media is really good. And do you want to know how many people want me to leave Delta Media, change, and they come in here? They're calling on all the time. No. It's the best group ever.